Alright guys, it is time for my prediction game video for Bully Ray versus Austin Aries. One of the matches you're going to see this Sunday at TNA Sacrifice. You know, it's going to be the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries versus Bully Ray. I don't think he has a nickname right now. If he did, I would have said it, but I don't think he's made up a nickname like Austin Aries. And by the way, speaking of Bully Ray, I'm hoping somebody makes an updated Bully Ray created character soon. And what sucks about, you know, when it comes to this game, WWE12, and you know, TNA created characters, there's not that many updates. There's not that many people well, actually, yeah, there is a good amount of people uploading TNA created characters. But when there's a change to that, you know, character's appearance or something like that, it takes a bit of time for somebody to upload a good version of that updated, you know, character person, wrestler. Like Bully Ray, the attire he has right now, you know, this created character, this is Bully Ray's like first attire, you know, when he turned heel. Right now he doesn't wear this anymore. He doesn't wear that same top. Right now he wears kind of this tank top or muscle shirt. So I was hoping I'd find maybe an updated Bully Ray when I was looking at community creations, you know, this past, like a couple days ago. See, whenever there's a pay-per-view coming, I go on community creations and just check out the newest versions of, you know, the TNA superstars. I just like to, you know, have updated created characters that look and have the same moveset as the current wrestlers, you know, on the TV show. So yeah, for this I don't have an updated Bully Ray created character, and you know, it's just an attire, so it doesn't matter too much. The moveset is, you know, perfectly fine. The moveset is updated, and I think this is like the top Bully Ray created character on community creations. As far as Austin Aries goes, well, he hasn't really changed his attire, so this is an updated Austin Aries, and I think this is like one of the top Austin Aries created characters on community creations. Whoever did this did a freaking great job. I mean, it looks spot on. I don't know if he has, you know, the cape during his entrance, you know, this created character, because I do skip entrances every single time. But I don't even know if they have, you know, a cape in, you know, the COM mode of this game. They might have. I don't know. I don't see. That shows you how much I use the created character system myself. I use the movesets, you know, for the creative moveset, but I don't use the creative superstar. I haven't even done the Jacob class Road to WrestleMania yet, because I just haven't created a, you know, I don't even have an empty slot on, I don't even have an empty slot for, you know, an extra created character to make. So yeah, and speaking of that, you know, created characters, I'm going to talk about that in the future video. So let's, you know, put that aside here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this match we're gonna see this Sunday. And I've gotta say, I'm looking forward to this match. Bully Ray, I'm a big fan of Bully Ray. I wasn't a big fan of Bubba Ray. Team 3D, I was a fan. But you know, Bubba Ray as a singles wrestler, just Bubba Ray, not Bully Ray, but Bubba Ray, the previous, you know, character of his, wasn't a big fan of him. But Bully Ray, I'm a huge fan. He's freaking great as a heel. He does a freaking great job, and I would like to see him as world champion. And even if he doesn't become world champion, I enjoy watching him chase the title or just beat people up. And I like his character. You know, it's a bully that picks on people smaller than him, but when somebody his own size, you know, confronts him, he usually backs down, or you know, says, "We're gonna do it on my time." Which is typical behavior, kind of you know, heels. But Bully Ray just does it so much better, and really emphasizes on that bully part. He really plays the part, you know, the part of a bully well. So I like Bully Ray's work. Both him and Rude are the top heels right now in TNA. I enjoy watching both of them. And who would have thought, you know, that Bubba Ray would come this far? You know, this guy was a tag team specialist with, you know, Devon. They were a team for so long, and then, you know, TNA, now they're both singles wrestlers, and Bully Ray's just so successful. The guy's now, you know, he hasn't won a championship. He hasn't won a singles championship so far. Devon has, but Bully Ray has been featured in the main event scene, while Devon's been more, in the mid-card scene. He's the TV champion. He holds a title currently, but not the top title. And Bully Ray, while not being the champion yet, he's been competing for the title these past couple of months, and competed in #1 contender matches. And on top of all that, he's pretty funny on the microphone too. Sometimes he can be funny when he wants to. But anyways, enough about Bully Ray. Let's talk about Austin Aries. Austin Aries, man, the guy's still X Division champion. He is now the longest reigning X Division champion of all time. So that's a big accomplishment for an X Division wrestler. And what's cool about Austin Aries is not only is he now the longest reigning X Division champion, but he's moving up, above the X Division. I mean, he's now competing with guys like Bully Ray. They put him in the main event, in the Impact Wrestling main event like a month or two back. He was actually a heel back then when he was teaming with Bully Ray, actually. They were partners back then. Shortly after Bully Ray turned on Austin Aries, he attacked them the week after or 2 weeks after, when Austin Aries was defending his championship in a fatal 4-way. And yeah, so they've really, pushed Austin Aries. They're pushing him. I'm thinking he wins this match. In the prediction game video, I said I'm picking Austin Aries for this match, but I can also see Bully Ray winning this. But you see, one of the reasons why I picked Austin Aries is I think they're actually going to push him to the main event scene, where he's going to be facing the champion at some point. Maybe not at a pay-per-view, although I would like to see Austin Aries, facing off against Bobby Roode at a pay-per-view. Maybe it's going to happen at an Impact Wrestling event, show. But I would love to see a program between, Austin Aries and Roode. I don't think they'd give him the title, but I'd be happy with a program between these two, a feud. And, just Austin Aries has been doing so well, As a heel, he was really entertaining, saying he's the greatest man that ever lived. And just he beat people up, he backed up his claims. And he won some matches clean, he won some matches not so clean. He can do both, basically. And it's not often that I like, face superstars. Most of the time, I prefer heels. But Austin Aries, I'm liking him as a heel and a face. He's great at both. And that's a great thing. When a wrestler can do both roles really well, that's freaking great. I mean, some wrestlers, they're good at one role, like, let's say, a heel, but they can't really work as a face too well. And some other wrestlers, it's the opposite. They're great as faces, but as heels, not so much. They don't get the heat they want to get and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this match just for the simple fact that I enjoy Austin Aries' work. I'm a big fan of Austin Aries and Bully Ray as well. So I'm really liking both these guys. So when you put them together in the match, it should be freaking great. And, I could put these guys in my fave 5, just like Booker T, my favorite 5. Actually, if I make a list of my favorite 5 TNA wrestlers, I guess I'd put maybe... Actually, I'm not going to put this in order, but these are the top 5 guys for me in TNA right now. Austin Aries, keep in mind, this is just, my opinion, and this is in no, particular order. So, Austin Aries, Roode, James Storm, Bully Ray. And the last one, the 5th one, would be pretty hard to choose, because, I'll go with Kurt Angle as the 5th one, just because I've been a Kurt Angle fan for so long, so I'll pick Kurt Angle in my fave 5, but, if, D'Angelo De Niro was competing right now, which I do hope he returns soon. I mean, he's been off TV for so long. I was hoping he'd be, world champion when he faced AJ Styles at Lockdown a couple years back. I think it was in 2010. I was hoping he'd win the title back then. I'm a big fan of, the Pope / Elijah Burke. I'd like him to return, possibly feud with Bobby Roode, maybe win the title at some point. But anyways, yeah, if, Elijah Burke / the Pope, was there right now, I'd probably put the Pope instead of Kurt Angle, and maybe Kurt Angle as a number 6, like in the top 10, but not necessarily in the top 5, just because right now Kurt Angle isn't doing much. But like I said, I'm a huge Kurt Angle fan, so Kurt Angle can get back in that fave 5 pretty quickly. But anyways, man, Austin Aries, Bully Ray, as you can see, I just won the match with Austin Aries, and something else, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not when you were watching this video. I tried not using too many, moves where I'm picking Bully Ray up. I tried, making this realistic because we probably won't see Austin Aries picking Bully Ray up for maybe a suplex, a power slam, or even his finisher, the Brainbuster. Even though I used that one towards the, at the end of the match there, but for the most part in this, virtual match between these two, I try not using too many pickup moves. But anyways, I'm looking forward to this match, and I'm thinking Austin Aries is gonna keep facing off against these top stars instead of X Division stars or defending his championship right now, just because the guy's pretty much beaten every single X Division star on the roster, unless they put Kazarian back in the X Division or Daniels. But right now both Kazarian and Daniels are involved in the whole AJ storyline. They're occupied with him. So, until that time, I don't know who could challenge Austin Aries for the X Division Championship. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you can always click that like button. I'd really appreciate it. But that's it. I'm out. See ya.